Listen, guys, I want to tell y'all something. Only beta males try to compare women to inanimate objects. What am I talking about here? So I'm sure some of you guys heard this whole, example of a key that can open, many locks is a master key, but a lock that could be opened by any key is a faulty lock. They say shit like that. Or I heard, they're talking about cars now. Like I seen a post where it said, a guy who has driven many cars is a master at driving cars, but a car that's been driven by many guys is trash, right? So what happens is that these beta males, what they do is they try to compare these inanimate objects to women. Now, the reason why they do this is because of their experience dealing with women and sex. Because see, what happens is that beta males have a hard time getting sex from women. So what happens is that they don't experience women desiring them for sex. So when they're comparing these women to these inanimate objects, what they're basically saying is that these women are sort of just there for the guy's pleasure, but the woman on her end doesn't take action or doesn't have any desire. And see, that makes sense for the beta male because most of the time these women, when they're dealing with beta males, have no sexual desire for those guys, right? And this is the thing, what happens is that with that desire comes taking action. Because see, even if you're talking about the key and the lock, those are both inanimate objects, but the difference is that the woman's supposed to represent the lock and the guy's supposed to represent the key. But the key is doing or taking more action than the lock, right? If we talk about the car example, the guy is driving the car is being driven. So what happens is that in these sort of analogies, it's, the woman, or what's supposed to represent the woman with these inanimate objects, is just something that's there that doesn't have any desire, right? The desire is all about the man desiring it and doing something to the object. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is that even in these examples, these beta males are basically objectifying the woman because these beta males don't really have experience dealing with women who desire them. And see, this is why you can't really compare women to these inanimate objects, because you're taking out the desire part, which takes out her choice of taking action for what she wants sexually. But see, beta males don't understand this because beta males don't really experience women having extreme sexual desire for them. So of course it's going to make sense that this inanimate object is just there and I have to, try to get it in this way, right? Because these dudes never actually dealt with women who desire them like that. They've never been chased by women. They've never had women who, consistently want to get with them on a sexual basis. So what the beta male does is that he's in a situation where he has to beg for pussy. He has to court a woman. He has to do a bunch of extra shit just to get sex. So from his perspective, right, women don't like sex like that. You see what I'm saying? So if women don't like sex like that, they're basically thinking that if a woman is being sexual or getting a lot of dick, there has to be something wrong with her because women don't like sex like that. Now, why is it that he has the thought process that women don't like sex like that? Because his experience is of a guy who women do not like to have sex with, right? So, of course, it's easy for him to basically compare the woman to the inanimate object because the inanimate object doesn't have any desire to have sex. Just like the women don't have real desire to have sex with the beta male. This is why he does it. So all you fools on the internet that always talk this shit, you're just exposing yourself as a guy who women don't desire. It's just really that simple because that fucking shit never makes sense to me. Well, a key that can open, any lock is a master key, but a lock that could be opened by any, and it's like, bro, when the fuck did y'all become master keys? The fuck are we talking about?